The reign of KPA is over. I don't think even they're a top four team right now. I don't think they're a top four team in Kenyan basketball. They're no longer a threat. I mean, so yesterday they lost a game against the USIU Tigers, and today they have lost a game against the Ulinzi Warriors. And one thing that is actually quite puzzling is the fact that they've lost those games at home. Yesterday they lost by 6 points. Today they lost by 7 points. So it was just crazy. And one thing I even saw in the game was, number one, Coach Cliff is in the team. I've made a couple of videos talking about why Coach Cliff does not deserve to, coach any team right now in Kenyan b-ball, because we have seen the type of coaching that he delivers when it comes to the national team. He's not a coach that you can rely on, honestly. He's not a coach that can be able to add wins to the record of the team. And one funny thing that I saw was the addition of so many players in KBF. They added so many new players this season, and they looked like a rebuilding team. They're the defending champions, but they look like a rebuilding team. Don't get me wrong, I really like the team. I find it good for a team to be able to find ways to retool. But the way they have gone about retooling has just been counterproductive to what they want to achieve. Of course, KPA, they're championship or bust team. But what they've been doing recently has not been as encouraging as you might think. Because majority of the time, with a team that has already won back-to-back championship, they need to find a way to be able to keep that core team that they had that brought them that success. Later in 2023 in December, you saw the KPA Dockers match up against the Thunder. That game was, there was no resistance coming from the Thunder, and it was a game that I can say was very underwhelming. It's not a game that was exciting, especially for people who were rooting for KPA. The Thunder came in and they beat them out. They beat them out by 20 points. So I just said, give credit to the Thunder. They're a good team. And fast forward to yesterday, we saw that game against USIU. And one key thing that I saw was Eugene Adera. He plays for the Equity Dumas right now. My sneaky suspicion, my spidey senses are telling me that Adera left when Coach Cliff joined the team, because notably I've seen Coach Cliff with his inability to use personnel and be able to rotate the bench well, does not understand how to use star players like Eugene, the reigning Finals MVP. He failed to be able to use him to his full potential. And I must say, the way the KPA Dockers looked yesterday and today, especially in the Makane Gymnasium, I've made a couple of videos talking about how they've been able to play, especially when they play defend home court. And this is a team that has a very high win percentage when they play in the Makane Gymnasium. I don't think teams are able to grab wins like that. But this season, the tides have shifted, and teams are able to go ahead and challenge them in their home turf, a place where they have been very successful. And I can even attribute today's game to, we have not seen Joe Byron. He had some injuries. We just had some injuries. So the team was very underhanded, and they were not able to even pull off late game heroics to be able to win this game. And I must attribute this to the coach, because of course the coach will get the brunt of the blame, because he's the guy that sets out the team, picks out the team, and he puts up the defense and offensive schemes for the team. And knowing for a fact that Coach Cliff is the one that is there, should we expect anything different? I don't think so, because this is a guy that is a certified loser. He's not a guy that can bring you wins. I've said it in so many videos, especially when I was covering the Kenya Morans. I said this is not a guy that you can trust to get you wins. And somewhat I feel very bad when I say this, because this is a guy that he should have the necessary credentials to lead a team. But given recent times and his performances and what he has been able to do, that's not the case. And he has been flopping hard with these teams. So quite honestly, I don't know where the KPA team goes from here, because every single team is looking towards winning their games. They have lost to the Thunder, they have lost to the Lindsay Warriors twice. And right now the hottest team right now is the Nairobi City Thunder. It's not even KPA. And right now, I even doubt if they're late in the top four. Like right now, it's the Thunder, Equity Dumas, Lindsay Warriors, KPA Dockers, and KPA are just struggling. They're in a chess match right now with even the Eldonets. So we don't even know how far this team is going to regress because they have been very poor, very poor. They look so beatable, and they're not. I don't even think they're a threat anymore. And last year they went to the road to Bal, and I feel like this is their last. That was their last chance. They're never going to be able to get back there in the next few years. And honestly, it's such a bad thing, especially for a team that is so storied. The only bright spot for the KPA team is the women's team only. I don't see anything that the men's team can do right now because they signed so many people. I even made a post saying that they signed so many randos on the team. They signed so many players on the team. Signed so many people that, alter like the whole structure of the team to the point where they have lost their identity. And losing Adera, the reigning finals MVP, is a huge blow for that team. And I don't think they're going to be able to recover easily. So, man, it is what it is. Because when I was just watching that Lindsay Warriors versus KPA game, it was just so difficult to watch, honestly. I saw some flashes of brilliance from KPA, to give them some credit. Lindsay were breaking a lot of shots, but if KPA are able to, be a bit more consistent and have very good plays that they can be able to run, they will have made the game. They will have even tied the game and sent it to overtime. But because they lack quality, they lack a quality like a Eugene Adair. I know they made so many signings for the point guard position, to the point where I felt like Eugene was not able to even fit into that type of system, and even eventually I can say it forced his exit, especially with Coach Cliff being there. And now he's gone to the Equity Dumas. And yesterday's game, the Thunder versus Dumas game, was so competitive to the point where it went down to the wire. The final score 73-70, and man, it was just exciting to watch. But this right here is just the downfall. Even earlier in this year, I made a tweet saying, this year we're going to witness we're going to witness the downfall of some teams, and I feel like this is the first domino to fall. The KPA Dockers losing to the USIU team is actually, it's just a low blow to them. And losing back-to-back weekends at home, that's a huge problem. It's a huge red flag for the team, and I don't think we're going to be able to recover because right now teams are looking at winning as many games as they can to be able to get to that next level. If they can't do it right now, it's over. And I just saw this and I just said, let me just make a video, just pull up. I know I've been seeing the new graphics, and I'll just be passing by making such type of videos. I know I've not been showing my face that much, but I'll try to make it more frequent. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments what you think, and I'm out. Peace.